samurai sword class. Before I arm you guys and let you start whacking the crap out of your friends, aren't you you are the only guy in that entire row. And if this were Saturday night at a date, when for you came to a sword class, you were surrounded by women who were all going to be armed. Nice knowing you. Before we start, I want you to understand that our sword arts go back to a time in world history when people actually lived and died by their skill with a sword. So it's going to look and feel a little bit different than playing the LARP games, or the Hunger Games, or any games, because this isn't about scoring a point and going, woohoo! National champion of Storm Lake, Iowa! And before you snicker too much, Storm Lake, Iowa has a population of about 4, and they have a national champion from their tournament that involved one person. Okay?
That's skills.
Yeah! Although, in all honesty, that kid is the best swordsman in his entire town. But since the way of the sword's kind of dead and gone from this world by now, that's about my mother always reminds me that me being the best swordsman in the Midwestern United States in the 21st century is roughly akin to being the fastest rider for the Pony Express. Doesn't matter anymore. I'm like, oh, thanks, Mom. I love you too. That has nothing to do with violence and hacking people in half. Actually, it does. It's called motivation. Misdirected anger. Something. But our arts go back to a time when people lived and died by their skill with a sword. It wasn't simply about making really weird maneuvers to tap somebody. It was about ending a conflict where every movement was designed to cut down an opponent. So I'm going to have my wife demonstrate. She's going to do about 2 forms. That's it. Because I don't want you guys to get bored. I want you to be able to get sticks and actually something you came prepared. Nice. You're compensating. I'll bet. Oh, you're not helping. Shonin no kata, yoi. For the samurai, it was about movement too, not just standing still and making big swings, but moving from target to target. A mobile death dealer. Shonin no, a mobile death dealer. I know. In today's world, somebody just thought, mobile, my cell phone provider? Yes. Eventually, they're going to kill all of you with some weird signal. Shonin no kata. Each. Need. San. She.
Hey.
Go.
Ya.
Rope.
Toe.
Teach. Punch.
Hey.
Q.
Ya.
Chew.
Toe.
Chew each. What you need?
What are you doing?
I'm trying to multitask, and as any man can tell you, multitasking just means the ability to screw up more than one thing at a time.
Okay.
Now, before the girls get too excited about that, I got 2 words for you. Stick shift. And that is not a euphemism. Okay, maybe it is, but no. Manual transmission. The truth is, none of us are very good at multitasking, and all I was trying to do is set my clock back an hour because I kept looking at this going, oh my God, we only have room till 12:30. We need to wrap this up. We haven't started yet, but we were in Ohio last weekend, and they're an hour ahead and several centuries behind. Nobody's from Ohio here this weekend, is it? Sorry. Yeah, with an accent like that, you are not from Ohio. Unless that's a suburb of London. Okay. Can you do one more for us? Move about halfway up.
Look, they were brave enough to sit here. Why are you having me mask the photographer?
Because they were brave enough to sit there.
They were ready for the bloody nose.
You know, who asked what happened? I'm sorry, you missed that story. I'm not reliving the trauma of my wife breaking my nose for you. If you pay me enough, I'll go reenact it.
Don't fight.
The before, never mind.
Wait. They break me enough for a reenactment.
Totally $5.
Hey, you threw it out there, dude.
Chuga Shiho. Then shut up. Cards Against Humanity is until tomorrow night.
But we were already talking about it before you came in.
You were talking about Cards Against Humanity?
Oh, yeah.
You guys are perverted. Chuga Shiho. One last form, and then we're going to arm them. Ready? Huntsman.
Hey, toe.
I'm convinced she would have been a great Olympic athlete if they would let her carry a sword. And now coming up around the corner in the 100-yard dash, she's in fourth. She's in third. She's pretty soon she's going to win. I'll stay over here. No. All I taught my children, since they were like me, they can't run very fast, is that it takes to be very, very well armed. Well, dodging's important too, but you have to sleep sometime, kid. And I don't want to say anything bad, like my wife's like an elephant, but she has a long memory. And, well, by the time our classes are over, you know why she broke my nose. It's because I have a big mouth and no filter. But for right now, it is your turn. This is the way it's going to work. If you brought a wooden sword that you are interested in using for this class, we borrow this for a moment. You can use it. I highly recommend not using a cosplay prop or one of the bokens that are basically their balsa wood, because this is going to be, whether you intend it to be or not, a contact class. And you don't want something that's going to get broken off. So if you brought your own boken and you'd like to use it, you are welcome to. For those of you who would prefer to use one of our weapons, if you want to get your hand on my stick,